this problem, we're supposed to find the derivative of this square root of x minus 9 over the square root of x plus 4. So we're basically working with a quotient function here. And so just remember, if you have f of x equals some function with a high part and a low part, that for the derivative by the quotient rule is going to be the low thing, the thing in the denominator, d high, minus the high thing, the thing in the numerator, d low, all over the square of what's below. So what do we have? We have the square root of x minus 9, square root of x plus 4. So in that you could say like the high part is going to be the square root of x minus 9. The low part is going to be the square root of x plus 4. And it might be helpful to find the derivative with respect to x of the square root of x minus 9. And so the derivative with respect to x is going to be x to the 1/2 minus 9. Well, that's the function. So we're doing the derivative here. I find it easier to put it in this format with the exponents. And I'll bring that out front. 1/2 times x to the negative 1/2. We subtract 1 from the 1/2 to give us negative 1/2. And this 1/2 was brought forward as the power. So the power comes out front. X to the 1 minus, or negative, or 1/2 minus 1, which is negative 1/2. But the derivative of the 9 is just 0. So this is it for the derivative. Likewise, the derivative with respect to x of the square root of x plus 4 is going to be ddx of x to the 1/2 plus 4, which is going to be 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. And again, the 4's derivative would be 0. So when we look at the derivative, f prime of x, the low thing is that square root of x plus 4 is going to be multiplied by the derivative of what was up on top, which is this 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. And I think we could just write this as 1 over 2 times the square root of x, because that negative power puts it below a fraction bar. Okay, hopefully that you see that. And then we have minus the square root of x minus 9 times the 1 over 2 times the square root of x, all over the denominator portion, which is the square root of x plus 4 squared. And we're going to leave this like it is. As you see in the answer, it's left that way. Okay, so in the numerator, I'm going to distribute this 1 over 2 square root of x through each of these binomial terms. We have the square root of x over 2 times the square root of x. Then we have plus 4 over 2 times the square root of x. And trust me, I'd like to reduce that, but I can kind of see what's coming, and we need to have a common denominator. Minus, from here, square root of x over 2 times the square root of x. And then we have minus the negative is plus 9 over 2 times the square root of x. And that's all over the denominator of square root of x plus 4 squared. So what happens is these square root of x's divide out here and here. And so what we have basically is 1/2 minus 1/2. So that's going to just subtract out. And we would have f prime of x is going to be 4 over 2 times the square root of x plus 9 over 2 times the square root of x, all over square root of x plus 4 squared. Having the same denominator there, those 2 in the numerator, it's a complex fraction, yes. That's going to be 13 over 2 times the square root of x over the square root of x plus 4 squared. And so basically we have a fraction on top divided by something on bottom. this could be written as 13 over 2 times the square root of x times 1 over square root of x plus 4 quantity squared. And now I'll bring it together. 13 times 1 is 13 over 2 times the square root of x times the square root of x plus 4 quantity squared. And that's where we get this result here. Okay, hope that helps.